If you enjoy a romance story with a girl lead that is mature and play to your emotion, then I have some manhwa that I want to recommend. Normally, I would just talk about one manhwa per video, but for this one, I want to recommend you one of my favorite romance trilogy from one of my all-time favorite manhwa writer and artist, Lee Hae. A Good Day to Be a Dog, See You in My 19 Life, and the ongoing Disaster is Always by My Side. There is a lot of things that I really love and appreciate about Lee Hae's work. Since the really beginning of coming across her work for the first time, I become completely hooked by her storytelling and art style. First of all, Lee Hae's style is really consistent. She focuses on girl lead romance in a mature setting. It is not a silly high school romance trope. It focuses on the romantic feeling between two adults that slowly develop as they fall in love with each other. From coworker to lover, from stranger to lover, and from enemy to lover. Lee Hae's work are set in the same universe, basically a modern career, but with a touch of supernatural power. And as you might have guessed already from some of her title, each story have a different supernatural hook. In A Good Day to Be a Dog, our girl lead have a curse running inside of her family. If she kisses someone, she will turn into a dog at midnight until that curse is lifted. And just a side note here, this is not a weird dog fetish story, just in case you might have got the wrong idea. Anyway, in See You in My 19 Life, our girl lead obviously have a little bit of reincarnation power going on here. And lastly, in her latest work, Disaster is Always by My Side. This one is probably the most fantasy revolving story that she have wrote so far, because the girl love interest is not even a human, but a god that is living among the human. Lee Hae loves to use the supernatural trope to hook the reader into her romance. And let me tell you, her hook caught me 4 years ago, and I am still on the line till this day. Also, Lee Hae's style of romance is really consistent. All of them are mature romance with a touch of supernatural twist. The dynamic of the girl lead developing feeling for the male love interest, the emphasis on slow burn, the gradual emotional build-up is a romance from the female perspective, and also the male lead, you might say, are kind of the same type. The distant, looking quiet guy trope paired with the lively best friend that is the complete opposite. The story usually starts with our girl approaching the male lead for whatever supernatural reason that she could come up with, and as the story progresses, the male lead slowly open up, the cold demeanor starts to melt, and you got to see the more gentle and caring side of him. As the affection starts to build up, and as us readers start squealing and kicking our feet at those romantic scenes, you know what? Just writing out this script and saying it out loud just kept reminding me of how single I am. But anyway, just because she have a consistent style does not mean that her story gets stale. Every story follow a different type of girl lead with their own personality. The lively and lovable one, or the mature and cool type, or even the fierce and daring one, and of course, the use of different supernatural trope also help to create a new experience each time. So even if the structure feel familiar, the execution always feel fresh giving a really comfort reading vibe. Also, one of the main reasons that I fall in love with Lee Hae work is her art. If you read Manhwa for a long time, a lot of modern stories start to look a bit too similar. The mass product like store-bought kind of character design and art style, but that is not the case for Lee Hae. After reading A Good Day to Be a Dog, I didn't really follow her on any social media at all. However, when I came across See You in My 19 Life and I saw the manhwa cover randomly just pop up in the new manhwa listing, I immediately know it was Lee Hae work. And that is the same story for The Disaster Is Always By My Side. I just know immediately that is definitely her work. Her art style is really recognizable, but also really clean and elegant. And that is just something that I really appreciate in manhwa this day. So if I have convinced you to check out some of Lee Hae work, you should start off with A Good Day to Be a Dog. It is 93 chapters long, and it is the beginning of this romance universe that she has created. After that, you can check out See You in My 19 Life. This one is going to be slightly longer at 114 chapters. And lastly, her ongoing work right now, Disaster Is Always By My Side. This one is still being uploaded weekly, and I'm just a huge fan of her first two titles. But the current ongoing one, I haven't really caught up with it yet. It is a lot more supernatural focused than the other two, so I am planning to binge read it once more chapters came out or when the story actually finished. Anyway, you should check out the first two titles, those one I definitely recommend. They are some of my all-time favorite in the romance genre. And make sure to come back and share your experience after having it a go. If you already have read some of Lee Hae work, tell me what you think in the comment below. And if you have another manhwa recommendation for me, drop it inside the comment also. If you enjoy your time here, help me out with a subscribe. And that is going to be the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.